Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. My name's Tracy and this is just a shortish video about whips, finished objects and a bit of happy mail. So a bit of everything that's wonderful about crochet. So if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel or even subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell and you'll be informed when there's new videos. I've just had one giveaway end. I've got another one that's going to be finishing next week, I think. And one at the end of the month, well maybe two at the end of the month, so lots to check out there as well. I've got a bit of a bad hair day, so I've got a bit of a French plait going on here, so I hope I don't look bald look bald with the thing looking at me. It looks bald, but fingers crossed to you it doesn't look bald. So start with my whips. Well, I've still got this, but as you can see it has grown considerably since the last time I showed it to you. It's pretty big now. If it was going to be for a cot or for a lap gown, it's probably big enough, I would say. But I need to make it a lot bigger because it's going to go on the back of the sofa. So probably need to make this 2 more times over and sew it together. So got loads of yarn. Went out the other day and bought lots more. Got quite a few that I haven't sewn. And when I say quite a few, and this one, when I showed you or did a little tutorial on how to do the border for the crochet along, I still haven't taken these apart. And part of me thinks that I shouldn't, and that I should somehow sew them together like this and turn them into a pillow. Don't know what to do really. That's why I've kind of dragged my heels over finishing it, because the one side's edged in blue, one's edged in pink, which doesn't really matter too much because of all the different colours in it. But I don't know whether to make it into a cushion or to take the border off and just add it to my blanket. So that's one little dilemma. Another whip that I've got, and it's too late to give it to anyone now, but is I didn't have chance to finish one of my Christmas hot water bottles, so that's still needs finishing. Got most of it done, but I just ran completely out of time Christmas to do that. So I don't really, I know Christmas is over, but it's going to be like obviously a present for next year, so I don't want to leave it, because if I do I'll never start it again, and then come next year I'll get it out and think, what did I use for that? Where's the stuff? So I want to get that done and put it away. I have some other whips at Gary's house which I can't really show you, but they're long-term things. But this one I started, do you remember I made the sweetheart scarf? And I'd made this at the beginning as a little swatch, and I was thinking can't really do it that way round because of all these dangly ends, and I just thought I'm turning that into a bag because I think it looked pretty cool. It's made with a really chunky yarn, and I thought I was just going to turn it into a bag, whether that's just like a little makeup bag or a bag like a shoulder bag with some tassels. Just add to these tassels. Thought that would be cool, but as you can see, not done anything else with that. But I've still got all the yarn here, and even the hook that I was using. I don't know where that had gone. I've been looking for that for ages. Yeah. At least I left it in there and I haven't got to sit there thinking what hook did I use for that. So that's one good thing. So that's my kind of whips. I've got a thing that I'm designing. I'm designing a neck cozy, well, warmer. Just Gemma asked me to make her one for work because it's cold where she works, and she wants to have something just like a cowl that's not really long, but she can just pull it up here when it's cold. So I've been I thought if I make it so that it's stretchy, it will go over her head and it won't be loose. The one she's got is yay long and she has to double it round. So I thought, well, I'll either make one that sits nice or I'll make one that's like that and she can double it over. So, but that's kind of milling over in the head at the moment to sort of figure out what I'm going to be making. I'm also going to be making a mile a minute blanket with these. So this is going to be the strips. I'm going to do this as a tutorial. So these will be the strips, might even be a crochet along, and these are going to be the edges. I've got lots of this, so hopefully I've got enough. It's lovely and soft. And these are yarns that I got from a store in the UK called Pound Stretcher. Pounds? Yes, they are. Pound Stretcher. And they're really, really cheap. So if you're from the UK, you can get the same stuff if you wanted to in Pound Stretcher. It's £1.99 a skein, and they're both the same, both £1.99. This is my favourite colour. They do have one that's oranges as well, really nice, like greens and orange, but this is my most favourite, so I'm going to make it out of that. So that's going to be coming up. And I've got a couple of finished objects. I've got a couple of pairs of fingerless gloves that I've made for my sister, but don't see my sister, so I might have to post them. So they're for her. And you know, I made the phone case I showed you. I made that with my hooks, you know, the new hooks. That was my first little road test of the hooks, but I need to do a few more things before I let you know what I actually think of those hooks. So that was my first. It got done, so obviously I didn't throw them across the room or anything, but I love that yarn, absolutely love it. And you've seen the blanket, but I don't know if I've actually even showed it to you in its entirety. I know you've seen bits of it, and you saw the little bit I made for the edging, but this is quite big. It's about, I'd say, just a little bit smaller than the one I'm making there. But that's what it kind of looks like in this. You see the edge, the ridges? I've got a little edge to sew in there. I haven't quite finished it off. I've got a few actually that I need to sew in, but it is absolutely gorgeously soft. It's the Women's Institute yarn. I've been quite impressed with that, and it was on sale in Hobbycraft. It was previously, when I bought it, it was on a three for two. Yeah, 3 for 2. But it did go in their sale, and I was tempted to buy some, but I just bought lots of that really hairy, lovely yarn. So I'm not sure if I got that out completely to show you how it looks, but that was it. So that's my other finished object. And I've got some Happy Mail around here somewhere. Seem to have lost it. Where's it gone? Just going to pause it a sec while I find it. It was over there, sorry about that. So I've got this here, but this, I'm going to have to get my little light here so that I can see the label. And you'll be pleased to know, all of you that got mummy on me, I have some glasses. Oh, they're dirty, but I've got several pairs. This is just probably the worst of them. So don't laugh at my specs. I don't wear them very often, and they're Poundland special because I don't really see the point in paying a fortune for them. Right, so this is my favourite. I've not had Red Heart before, but I bought one of these and I wanted to get another one because it's obviously not very long, you know, enough to make something with. So that's what I'm trying to say. It is 100% acrylic, and it's a 4-weight, and looking Painted Desert. I did have some of this before, really loved it. It's 141 grams. Here we go, 236 yards and 215 meters. But I love this Painted Desert, absolutely gorgeous. It's like really moody colours. That doesn't really help at all, did it? Just thought it was a little bit dingy over here, but I think the colours are quite muted, aren't they, in it as well? But I love it. Absolutely love that. So this is my other Happy Mail that has arrived today. So let me just see if I can open this. Now this is, some people, I guess, like to pack things. I guess, you know, when I'm sending my prizes, maybe I ought to do this. It might save me money on postage, but that has really squashed flat, isn't it? That's crazy. Oh, it's starting to fill up already. It's like a yarn pancake. But I wanted to get some. Wow, that is really like all of the air was sucked out of that. That was crazy. But I wanted to get some of this because it's really kind of scrunched up the label. Hope I can read it. But you know, I've been using a little bit of those Aran colours lately, and I wanted red, and when it arrived it was more of a raspberry colour, so it wasn't quite red enough. But this is just Stylecraft Aran, sorry, not Croft, Stylecraft Aran, and it's 196 metres 214 yards, which is strange because it's the same as the other one, but the colour on this one is called Lipstick, so it's much redder. It's not bright, it's a bright dark red, if you see what I mean. It's not what you might call vivid, but it's kind of red, and that's what I wanted. To get some red, so I just got a couple of reds. Let's turn that light off because I don't want to blind anyone again. But I love the Stylecraft. It's really soft. It feels very strange because it's been completely squished, but it's starting to come back to life a bit now. It's looking more like yarn. It needs a bit of a zhuzh. But yeah, it's completely squished up the label. Never mind, it's all concertinaed. But yeah, so I suppose that's one way to ship it, isn't it? To save on postage money. Yeah, so just got to think that this really doesn't want to come back to life that bit. It will do, but I don't really know what I'm going to make with it yet. I don't need them on there. I did have something in mind before, but I don't know. I just, at the moment, just saving up the colours. I've got the blues, I've got reds, and raspberry, raspberry colour. So yeah, that's all my whips. Well, not all of them, as I said. I've got a few others, and I've got one that's been in pretty much long-term storage, and it is, I've seen it called Twisted Granny and Magic Granny. It's where you do go into the row below. I'll show it to you when I finally do a video over Gary's, if I can hook it out. It's squashed into like that, but not quite as flat as that was, into a case because I was moving it about. But thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and bye for now, everyone.